Sony hasn't exactly been tight-lipped about its upcoming next-generation game console. The company dropped a ton of details back in May, and now we finally know when the PlayStation 5 will arrive. It'll be on sale in time for the holiday season in 2020, though I have to admit the most important detail, how much it'll cost, is currently still unknown. Sony also confirmed that the console will indeed be called the PlayStation 5, but that's not really a huge shocker, and you probably guessed that because I already said PlayStation 5. Beyond the name and the launch timeframe, Sony also had a lot to say about the PS5's controllers. While the prototypes apparently look a lot like the very familiar PS4 DualShock 4, there were some major changes inside. Rather than using a traditional rumble effect, the kind that's been seen in generations of controllers, the PS5 controller will support a more advanced haptic feedback engine that can deliver a wider variety of physical sensations. Additionally, the L2 and R2 trigger buttons will feature what's called adaptive pressure, which means developers can make it easier or harder for gamers to apply pressure to them. That should be a pretty neat way to represent things like tension and force when you're drawing a bowstring or accelerating a car, for example. Sony also reiterated some of the PS5's previously announced specs, like the fact that it'll support resolutions as high as 8K, it'll handle ray tracing thanks to its beefy GPU and not just software trickery, which some people kind of assumed it might, and its use of an SSD to really speed up game installs. The thing is, that disk drive isn't going anywhere. The PS5 will once again include 4K Blu-ray support. As I mentioned, we're still missing all important price and release date details, and we'll probably have to wait until well into 2020 to get them, but at least PlayStation fans can start saving up their change for what's coming just over a year from now. It's going to be a long journey between now and the release of the PS5, so for all of the news around that and covering all of tech generally, be sure to keep watching Engadget Today, subscribe, and thanks for watching.